outside, the flowers is.
Yeah.
So how do you go?
Well,
This way?
there's places in there, but depends if the one round the back is taken or not.
Not taken or not. Look at flower first. Small. They're not opening because
No,
of
he's in that
those.
bit. That's alright, he's not a bit like that. It's alright, I've been in here before. There's a spot in just here, which is nice if it's...
Well, the flowers are not very great, okay?
Yeah.
They're miserable. Small little white ones.
Well, this morning we've come along to Beringbooding Rock. Been up here before, although I've got to say last time I was here the weather was a wee bit better. And we're in our little hideaway at the back, away from the main campground. Got one caravan over the back there. This is where we camped up last time. Whether we'll stay will depend on what we find in the way of wildflowers. Okay, well, the decision has been made to stay here the night. Dorothy made the decision. And so there are one or two little flowers around, and we don't know what's going to happen if the sun comes out. We've got a bit of blue sky rolling in from out there. Whether that means this lot is going to clear, you can always hope. It's damn cold at the moment. That wind is freezing. It's what they call a lazy wind because it goes right through you. So we'll get set up and see what the weather does to us. You can see up there the rock wall that's been built to funnel water along to the tank. This was built in the Great Depression around about that time, where they had a team of sustenance workers come out from the city to put all this together. That would have been a tough time to be out here. And it's a massive, great big tank. And over this side you've got the campsite where most of the campers go. I like to go around to my own little secret spot at the back there. So this is the toilet for Beringbooding. Because there's water here, they've got flush. So yeah, quite a good little setup for campers here. Not many sites, unfortunately, where there's an absolute ton of places to park over at Elec Butting. This one's fairly limited. Now there's a couple of spots over the back where we go. It's a decent little toilet here, little hand washing basin and flushing bowl.
Is there another sign?
That's in the silo area. Around the other side of the silo.
They got all these lots for people stay. Lot 4, lot here.
Used to be old houses, I suppose. Back in the
This
day.
is the one, ah?
Yep.
Toilet there.
Yeah. That's the toilet block.
It's a playground for children.
Yeah. Okay, we left Beringbooding Rock this morning. We did start the day off with a bright blue sky, but the horrible clouds of freezing cold wind have come out back again. And we've just stopped off at the little, well, ex-town of Binnie Rock. And one of the more surprising things out here, for those who haven't been this way, is this amazing toilet block they've got here. So this is the little donation box here. So if you do use the facilities or stay overnight here, yeah, chuck $2-3 in just to help them with the costs. So thank you to the people who look after this place. As you can see here, these are the toilet facilities. You've got very clean, very well kept. Even got a hand washing basin there. Yes, I did. I gave $2 for the shower and $1 for the water. And this is the ambulance toilet, and the shower is just over there. And looks like there is a light there for night time. And a changing table here for mothers with babies. And you can even camp here if you want to. And just over to my right here is the old hall. We'll just walk around and have a quick look at that. Now, because of the wind, the sound on this might not be brilliant. But this is the old Binnie Rock hall. We've got a bit of a kids' playground over here. Now, hopefully I'm behind the hall and protected from the wind at the moment. So as you can see, they've got a little kiddies playgroup area here. Looks like it's used. And this is just the front end here. Used to be a little town. Now there's behind me, but you can't see it for the bushes, there's a walloping great big grain silo. You see, this was a school site from 36 to 41. And a little bit of information there which I shall read at a later date. You can pause it now if you like. I don't know if it still has internet here, but at one time there was internet here. You can see there some of the old buildings that used to be part of the town. And again, if you want to pause that now and have a read. This is all part of the Wheatbelt Way drive trail. Now, you'll notice the different spelling. Lot 12, Binnie Rock with a Y. And yet, everything else is the IE spelling. And I've really never been able to work out why the two spellings exist. This is more modern. Let's see, what do they say? Telstra mobile hotspot. So one assumes 40-metre range from this location. Okay, 40 metres is not that far, but interesting to know. Sign on the building here. Ah, the volunteer fire brigade, so there will be a fire truck in there. Yep. This one?
No, Datjoin Rock.
Hey?
Datjoin Rock.
That's odd, we missed Wildflower. Okay.
So you're already at Datjoin Rock.
Geez. We missed Wildflower. Never mind.
So this is Datjoin.
Yeah.
Let's call it Datjoin Rock.
I'll probably camp out.
Ah, donkey, okay. Yeah, a lot of donkeys. Clusters of them there. A lot of donkey. Oh, even to the edge of the road, also got donkey. And you want to see more than a donkey, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Where you gonna park over there?
There's a posse in there. Well, we somehow managed to miss Wildflower. Drove right past it. Never mind. I'll stick in a couple of old pictures of it that we took last time we were there. Not much there to see anyway. And we've now come into, it's either Datjoin or Datjoin, depending on which camp you live in. There's a little campsite down the bottom. Last time we were here we stayed at the top near the rocks. But it's a bit of a walk up there, so I'll probably get the scooters out and we'll shoot up there and have a look at it if we get a bit better weather. As you can see, the clouds and the greyness is still hanging around a bit, so we'll just have a look around the bottom area here, see what it's like. There are definitely more wildflowers in this area than we've seen before. We saw a lot of everlastings coming along the road from Beringbooding to here. We took the shortcut road across the dirt road, and we saw a lot of very pretty ones, but as is fairly normal, you get down to a campsite and not so much, although we did see some donkey orchids coming in, so there is some hope of finding something here. And then we'll just have a wander around and see what we can find. So there's not a massive amount of space down at this bottom campsite, and there's less at the top, I guess, but room for a few vans down here. Nobody camped up, which is surprising. I'm a little bit surprised at the lack of people out at the moment, but maybe they've all heard that the wildflowers are very late, so that could account for the fact that there's just not that many people out on the road at the moment. What do we got here? Dig before you do. Yes, a good message to all those who leave pup tickets all over the place. Take a shovel and bury it. Okay, either Datjoin or Datjoin Reserve. And if you want to have a read of that, take a pause right now, but I'm about to move on. So we've got an old well up here, by the looks of it. Ooh, yeah, okay. And not much down there, but a Coke can. That should have... Let's see what the brown sign here says about it. Okay, here is the pronunciation, Datjoin. So it is Datjoin. Why they don't just spell it that way in the first place and eliminate the confusion, I don't know. The well is believed to have been dug and maintained by sandalwood cutters. Okay, it said James and Edward Morgan in the early 1900s. Eventually timbered by the Public Works Department. When full, it supplies 800 litres of water. 45 metres deep, okay, deep. Geez, that's deep. For those people to dig by hand. With a good granite bottom. It's a major watering point on the Walcatcham and Mount Marshall line. Okay. Interesting. It's something I didn't see last time we were here because we camped at the top and really didn't look down this area. Okay, the Brockman story, of course, which I've already told, I'll put a link to that at the bottom, was Aboriginal chap who got himself in a bit of strife with the law and was treated very harshly for what happened. But we shall go up and have a look at the lookout later on. And we are finally in an area that's got some half-decent displays. There's going to be more than that here, I'm pretty sure, looking at this lot. Not many here. This is not a particularly good display, but it is way better than anything we've seen at any other campground so far. So it will be worthwhile putting the drone up later on to see if we can see any really large patches of flowers around. Oh, we're just getting ready to go and have a look up the hill at Datjoin. Might be a little bit difficult to believe based on that beautiful blue sky, but it is absolutely freezing. The wind is as chilly as anything, so I'm going to put my little fingerless gloves on. They're quite good for keeping your hands warm when you're riding. They help anyway. Really unusual that there's no other campers here at the moment. I suppose the cold weather might be keeping some of them at home, and the fact that the wildflowers are a bit late in coming out. Well, we've now come up to the top end campsite. This is where we actually parked up last time we were here. Quite a nice little spot. And you've got these rocks around, and the one that we call Humphead Rock is just like a humphead whale. Okay, this is our friend the Balancing Rock, and so we took a few photos of last time we were up here, and last time we stayed we were in that area right in front of me there. It's a good little campsite actually. It is possible to get, well, I suppose reasonable sized caravans up here, but I'd be careful coming up because of overhanging branches. My goodness, that wind is cold this morning. But you can see there's some beautiful fields of pink everlastings up here. You go up the hill there's a bit of a lookout. I did a little piece to camera up there last time. This is a gorgeous campsite just up here. You can actually come in and drive around if you've got a small enough rig, or you can pull into this bit here and then just back in. That's the track down to the lower campsite. And if you follow these roads down here, this takes you to a loop where you can turn around and come back. And this is the loop at the end of the track. Now I wouldn't want to bring a really big van down here, but you could do it with most size vans, I guess. And the track goes up behind me over here. And Dorothy's just coming down. So yeah, big vans could struggle getting down here, I'd say. I wouldn't fancy trying it myself. But there are areas like this where you could get into and camp if you wanted to. Nice little spot. I'm a little bit surprised at the lack of wildflowers down the bottom here. I would have expected to see more. Oh, thank goodness that sun is coming out and warming us up a little bit. This is what you want to see when you're looking for fields of wildflowers, although it is nice when there's a combination of colours, but this will do. Spread right up the hill there. And here we are out at the lookout, presumably the place that Brockman used to keep an eye out for the police who were chasing him. It's a very nice area up here. You've got these lovely red rock backdrops. And the rocks beneath my feet, a lot of rumbly, shaly rock running down the hill. And yeah, a number of different campsites to choose from. So this is really an excellent place to come into. We're still the only people here, which is surprising. It's finally a beautiful bright sunny day, and it's supposed to stay like this for the rest of the week, with the rain only coming in on Saturday. So that's the day we head home. So if it stays like this the rest of the week, I guess we'll be pretty happy. We'll have to have a think about whether we stay here the rest of the day now or not. I'll leave that up to Dorothy, who is just appearing behind me. Not this spot where the scooters are down there, is where we parked. But there was an Aboriginal chap called Brockman who was hiding from the police up here with his family. There's a whole story about how he was badly treated and how unjust the situation was. But Yeah, it's quite a nice view from up here. And it doesn't really, when you're coming up the track, it doesn't feel that high, but it's yeah, still quite a good look at.